Hey there, guys and gals. We got a new one today, and it's made by Voyage Aeronautics. It's the VA-2080 ultra compact folding micro drone. I got this at Walmart, and I got it for 20 bucks. I think it was like $19.99, but $20. I haven't opened it yet. I've had it for a while. I went through the holidays and just kept it closed. So let's take a look at this thing and see if I recommend it. So first thing, let's look at the front of the box. Okay. Looks like a picture of a gyroscope. That says 360 stunt mode. And that little picture is of a little picture of a folding micro drone. And that little picture right there says 3-speed settings. And that last little picture, it says control inside. Okay. It says skill level beginner. Here's this side of the box. It's a cool little box. Basically what I just told you. You can read that for yourself. Here's the back of the box. Yeah, so I saw this at Walmart. I thought it was pretty cool. Little foldable micro drone. I like the micro drones because you can fly them indoors and it just feels like you got more than enough room to fly them. So let's open this up and see what we find inside and go from there. So I'm gonna set you guys down. Got a blade. The box feels very sturdy. Okay. Oh, some of these boxes, they don't play around. They are serious about keeping that product inside. Okay. There's what that looks like. Looks like it's packaged very well. A lot of tape. That's a very cool reflective pattern right there. Oh, cool. So the drone is screwed onto this piece of plastic here with those screw cap looking things. The remote, and there's a package of goodies down here. So I'm gonna take the drone off. See if I can just turn them. Yep, I can just turn these, whatever you want to call these screw cap things. How's everybody doing? Good? Hopefully you guys had a good holiday. Christmas and New Year's. I'm going to try to take out the remote next. Oh, and not too long ago, I had to deal with COVID, so that wasn't fun. Don't recommend it. Okay, so I open the bottom of this box here. Instruction manual inside still. And a bag of goodies. I'm going to set those aside. Oh, nice. Another bag of goodies inside the manual. Owner's manual. And like I say, always read this before you actually fly anything. They really take this thing up. Okay, got it out. I'll look at that in a second. I'll be right back. I'm just going to clean up a little. Okay, so let's see what we got in the box. Owner's manual, the drone, the remote, bag of goodies, and some extra propellers. So let's start with the remote. We got 2 buttons on top. Hopefully you guys can see that. 2 buttons on top. Button in the center. And then what looks like trim buttons underneath the sticks. And both sticks move around to left and right, up and down, and in a circle rotation. So, very nice. On-off switch, and there looks to be a small LED right there that would shine if you turn the remote on. We'll find out once we put batteries inside of it. Okay, second thing we're going to look at, bag of goodies. So this drone comes with prop guards, so it protects the propeller when it gets close to a wall or an object. And I like these, so I'll be putting them on just in case I get close to something and I hit it and the micro drone still stays in the air. So I'm going to pull more stuff out. So it comes with a little Phillips screwdriver. I used to get annoyed by these things, but they come in handy. So little Phillips. And a charger. And this is one of those that has an LED inside. And we'll see that working in a second. But it's got a different end. This is the first drone that I ran into where the end of this charging cord is this style That's different. That'll be easier to figure out what charger this is for by a glance. And of course, the propellers, and they're labeled so they go in their certain spot. And last but not least, the drone. Now it feels all right. It doesn't feel like very light. It's got some weight to it. The battery's already installed, so there's only one battery, and there doesn't seem to be a way to take that battery out. I mean, I'm sure you can take it out by taking some screws out if you wanted to replace it, but there's no quick way to take it out and pop another one in. But I do see that the drone comes with some LEDs. There's one in the front here, which I think is the front, and there's one in the back where the switch is. A little push button switch. It's got the name right there, Aeronautics, and it's got a cool little logo right there. Hopefully you guys can see that. And it's got a model number right there. So the wings seem to be locked into place. Let's see if I can unlock it. Oh yeah. Okay. So they unlock, but they lock pretty firm. I like that. Oh, and they lock in place too. Let's see here. Very nice. Okay. I like that. Okay. All right. So I am going to put this on a charger, or on the charger, and get that going. And as you can see, I just plugged in the charger and the light is red. So let's see what happens when I plug in the drone. And the plug location, or charger location, seems to be in the back, right in front of this little charge logo. Goes right in. And the light turned off, so that must turn back on when the drone is fully charged. Set this aside. So let's open this up and see what kind of batteries it takes. I'm guessing AAA's. Bingo. So let me go get some AAA's and we'll throw those in and see if there's an LED in there. Be right back. Alright, so I got some batteries, and thanks Amazon. Let's see. Cool. There's an LED in that little clear plastic window. I like that. So I'm going to skim through this real quick. And if there's anything I see that you guys should maybe know, I will point that out. So, be right back. And just a couple things I wanted to point out. One is that it does take 40 minutes to charge, and that can, you know, I've kind of seen that vary a lot. So they're saying it takes 40 minutes to charge, and when the battery is fully charged on the drone, it's about 5 to 6 minutes of flight time. Another thing I want to point out is they really want you to pay attention that when you go to fly this thing, to make sure that the arms are locked in the correct spot. So important right there. And on the remote, the two buttons on top, speed setting button is one on the left top. So there is a low, medium, and high setting. The stunt button, which makes you do the 360 flips. So those two buttons are on top, and then the normal buttons on the rest of the remote. That one button in the center, that's the auto takeoff and land button. So there isn't much to talk about there. Oh, and as far as what side of the drone is the front and the back, the side, or the front side, is the side that only has the LED. The back side is the side that has the switch, the little push button switch. They consider that the back side, so that's good to know. Oh, and trim. You got to know how to trim these guys out. You know, sometimes I get some comments where people will tell me, you know, they're having a hard time flying it, and the majority of the time it's going to be trim. You know, let's say you're up in the air and this thing is wanting to do, you know, float to the right or to the left or move forward or backwards. You're going to want to trim it out. So you're going to want the opposite effect. So say that the drone is moving to the left, you're going to want to add right trim. So it'll help you stay in one spot. So like I said, I always recommend you guys looking through these very, you know, take your time, look through it. Once you get more experience, you're able to kind of just zoom through these things and just look out for the important stuff. So, but the drone is still charging, and I will be back when it's fully charged. Okay, so the LED is back on. I would say that took no longer than, I don't know, 25 minutes. That was pretty fast. So, before I keep going with that, I do want to say that these instructions are very clear, very easy to understand. So sometimes you get some instructions or instruction manual that isn't so clear, or it's very hard to read. So I want to point that out with this drone. So let's unplug this guy. And I'm going to switch up headgear. Not just yet, but I'm going to switch up so I can fly around and follow this thing. So what they want you to do to start this up is they want you to start up the drone first, then the remote. So you hold this button for 2 seconds. That'll start flashing. They want you to start the remote. That'll start going like that. It'll flash, and then you go up, down, and that should be paired. So that's ready to fly. Give me a sec. I'm going to put this in the room here. And I got a radio there in the room, just trying stuff out. but don't mind that. Hopefully you guys can see. Might move the camera up a little so you guys can see it in the air. And I am going to use the auto takeoff button and see what happens. Ooh, I like that. Wow. Very stable. Hey, look. And that's just staying put. Okay, so with the remote on the speed button, you just heard 2 beeps. That's on speed 2. Oh wow. Okay, speed 2 is definitely faster. Hopefully you guys can see that. Okay. Let's try speed 3. 3 beeps on the remote. Whoa! Definitely faster on speed 3. And I do notice that when you go up and down, the little LEDs on the drone blink. I'm gonna keep it on speed 2. This thing is pretty fast. Okay. Ooh. See, good thing I had the prop guards on there. I accidentally touched that chair and it saved me from falling or going straight to the ground. Alright, so I'm going to land this thing with the automatic land. See what it does. Oh, this thing is nice. Alright, so I'm back and let's start this little guy up. So again, 2 seconds on the button. You'll see some LEDs flashing. Turn on the remote. You'll hear some beeping and some flashing. Hopefully you guys can see that. And then you go up, down, and it's both of them stop flashing, and that's when it's bound. Okay. So again, I'm going to use the auto takeoff. Pops right up. Speed 2. Wow. It's got some good power. This thing is not slow. Definitely, if you're a beginner, keep it in low or beginner, because it moves around really fast. Wow. And I got the propeller guards on there. I like using them. Feels very stable, very fast. If I put it in first or low mode, or what I call beginner mode, very easy to fly. I personally believe that anybody can pick this up and fly it. That's how stable this thing feels. Very controllable, especially on the low setting. And the LEDs just add to the cool factor. I mean, look at that. That is so cool. Yeah, I really like this, guys. I'm so happy I bought it. And for 20 bucks, you can't beat it. Yeah, this is very nice. Very stable. As you guys can see, I mean, this flight is definitely smooth. And it's pretty fast even on a low setting. On the very high setting, you definitely have to be experienced, that's for sure. I really like this. That LED in the front looks very bright. So does the one in the back. Yeah, I'm happy with this, guys. Whoop. So I hit the wall and just put those back into place, and we'll hit the auto start again. Pops right up. Yeah, this is so cool. Put it in second, the second speed or the medium speed. Yeah, this thing is fun. And it's been flying for a little bit now. Oh, and that was it. But that was the first charge. And usually after your first couple charges, the battery actually holds more power or juice. It'll fly a little longer than what it first did. So, all right, so I charged it again. And one more thing I want to point out or demonstrate is this 360 stunt button. I want to see how good that works on this drone, and I want to see if there's a manual takeoff and land. So let's find out how these work. So again, you hold down the button for 2 seconds, the drone should turn on. Hit the switch on the remote, you'll hear some beeping and some flashing. Up, down, and that'll bind both the remote and the drone together. So I'm going to try to manually take off by pushing up, and nothing. So okay, so luckily I remember how they wanted you to manually take off. So what you got to do is push or put both sticks down and out, and that'll unlock the little propellers on the drone, and at that point push up and the drone should pop up. So that worked very smooth, but I do like using the feature of the auto takeoff and land. That's a very nice easy feature to use. So let's try to use the stunt button. And how that works is that you'll push the button, and at that point you'll want to decide which way you want it to flip. So I'm going to try going forward first. So I'm going to push the button. Okay, try this again. Okay, so one thing I just learned is that when you start the drone up, it'll be on a beginner or low setting. So it won't let you do a stunt on that setting. So what you have to do is use either medium or high, and you'll know what setting you're on by the beeps that the remote makes. Right now it's on a very high setting. It beeped 3 times to let me know it was on a high setting. And then you'll press the button, you'll hear a beep, and then you'll pick the direction that you want it to go. So we're gonna hit it back, and you saw that flip. And it is very, very controlled. Some of the drones that I try to do that to, it'll flip and it'll go real high, and then come back down real low. But as you see, or as you saw, that wasn't the case here. So let's try this again. Back. Perfect. Very clean, very controlled flip. I'm gonna do a side one. Oh wow. Very fast. So I'm gonna try to land it manually. See how this works out. Perfect. So all I had to do is just go down and hold it, and it turned off the propellers. So it works perfectly. So again, if you wanted to take off manually, put the sticks down and out, and then up. Wow. Okay, I'm going to bring this down, and we'll be right back. Alright, I want to just show you guys how to turn this thing off. And it's basically the same thing as turning it on. And so what you want to do is find the on and off switch, or push button, and you just hold it down for 2 seconds. 1, 2, and it turns off. And as far as size comparison, I have a SEMA X20, and it is pretty much the same size. As you can see, it's pretty much the same size. The Aeronautics is a bit taller. I mean, I hope you guys can see that. Just a bit taller, but it's in the micro drone size. I just wanted to compare it to something else so you guys have an idea what it looks like, or have an idea how big it is. Let's see here. Something else I can show you. I have my Sandrock, and this is not considered a micro, so it's a little bigger. As you can see, the body is just a whole lot smaller than the Sandrock, and the span of the wings are not as wide. So just trying to help you guys out and visualize how big this drone is. Okay, so I'm back. One thing I wanted to point out, like I was saying, I'll set you guys down. Try to use 2 hands here. Is these prop guards. So when you put them on, there's a little like square piece of plastic right about here, and then the prop guard has to go over that piece of plastic and hook on over it. So just make sure that, you know, you push them all the way up, and you maybe hold on to that prop guard in more than one spot so you don't torque anything and break anything. Not to say that this drone feels cheap or plasticky or very thin. It actually feels like a well-made little micro drone. But you know, just be careful when you pop those on, because it does take some force to actually pop it correctly. So what do I think of this guy? I think it's definitely recommendable to anyone. If you're a beginner, if you're experienced, I would definitely recommend this for anybody. As a gift, as a piece to your collection, it's definitely a must buy. And for 20 bucks, you can't beat it. And again, it feels like a well-built little product. It's got some weight to it. The plastic doesn't feel cheap, and the cool part is that the little arms fold. I mean, how cool is that? And they give you the prop guards in case you hit the wall or you're a beginner. So thanks, Walmart. That's where I got this. And like I said, I definitely recommend it. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. So again, thank you. And I'll see you guys and gals on the next one. Thanks.